being good. She's being gentle. She's not really chasing them or anything. They just don't know what to do. Good girl, Porah. Good girl. Good morning, Moses. Why do you want to go inside? You know you don't like being inside. Hmm? Come on. Let's go see how the goats are doing. Alright, so it's the first morning. The goats are right over the top of the hill. I hope they're doing okay. It's about 6 a.m. And we found out last night, whenever we were leaving the goats, that if we kind of called them, they would respond. So let's see if they'll do it this morning. Bah! 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 I don't know if you can hear that. I hope you can. I like how you guys are pretending that you like me. But you know when I get close, you're going to run away. Let's see. Huh? Come here, guys. Come here. Come here. Come here, guys. No? All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 17 goats. All right. They all look mostly happy. They all look healthy. Sounds like the fence is still going. So, a good night. I'll walk the fence line and make sure none of the deer have run into it. And then I'm going to get them some more water. And that's that. So I mentioned that the fence sounds like it's still working, and it definitely was. Funny thing, the first day that I put it up, I had no idea if the fence was doing exactly what it was supposed to be doing. And so the best thing that I knew to do was to touch it. I didn't have a fence tester. I didn't know what the voltage was that it was putting out. So I walked up to it and I put the back of my hand against it, and it felt like the type of shock that you get from a door handle. And so I thought, oh no, I've done something wrong. I checked everything, battery voltage, I checked the energizer to make sure everything was outputting the way it should. Everything was right. Nothing was laying on the fence. Nothing was causing any other sort of problem. So I called my friend, and who is at PA Lamb Farm, and he said, well, maybe your really thick rubber boots are insulating you so that it's not giving you a proper shock. So I thought, oh, well, I'll get down on a knee and I'll touch it. So I went back out to the fence. I got down on a knee and I touched it, and it was 8,500 volts of get up off of one knee. So I went out and bought a fence tester because I thought I cannot do this every day just to check and see if the fence works. So learn from my mistake. Just buy a fence tester to begin with. They're not that expensive. Their mineral got soaking wet yesterday, and there wasn't much left in there. Dumped it out, put some fresh mineral in this morning, and they are chowing down. So, good morning for mineral, and then back to the forage. So I'm pretty sure all 17 goats are currently in the shot. You just can't see them. because they've gotten a little bit more adventurous. I've been waiting for them to get down in the shade, especially these little autumn olive trees are perfect for them to lay down under. And they finally figured it out. Now they're laying down underneath it for the most part, and also eating the tree while they're laying under it. So they're lazy, but it's hot and it's afternoon, so it's time for a snack and a nap. Pretty sure that's what everybody down at the house is doing, which is good. It's been a long week. So this is the first reason that we got goats. We have acres that are full of bushes and autumn olive and honeysuckle and small offshoots of maple trees and berry bushes and all those kinds of things. And goats, unlike sheep, they eat the majority of their forage out of brush. They eat it out of the tops of these bushes, as you can see here. Most of these bushes, like this autumn olive or like this honeysuckle right here, these are invasive species, and they'll just continue to propagate as they've already done throughout all this area right here. And we want the goats to help us control them a little bit. And if we see that they can thrive off of this, then we will try and increase numbers and run them through at the appropriate amount of time so as to leave enough that these invasive species continue to come back without completely taking over the land. And we can use them as free feed for the goats. We'll see how this works. I would love to have nice, beautiful pastures on all 113 acres that we own. But I'm enjoying this, and this is a way that we can produce a product that people need and have a way to produce feed with relative ease, then I'm glad to do it. Good girl, good girl. So this is Zipporah. It's our new livestock guardian dog. She's a little under 6 months old, and this is all very, very new for her. And I think she really wants to be friends with the goats, but they don't really want to be friends with her. But in time, I think that they'll get used to each other. So anyways, she comes from a working line of Anatolian shepherds. Mom and Dad work with goats. So we'll see. She's got to also get used to the fence and everything. She's being good. She's being gentle. She's not really chasing them or anything. They just don't know what to do. Good girl, Porah. Good girl. Porah, you watching out for your goats? Making sure that they are safe. And usually not chasing them at all. That's a good girl. That's a good girl, Porah. Yeah.